In 2025, modern luxury is no longer confined to walls. It expands into the landscape itself. Architecture has evolved into a dialogue between human design and natural wonder, shaping spaces that breathe, adapt, and inspire. This is the age of bold innovation where beauty meets purpose and imagination defines reality. Luxury today means harmony, architecture that respects the environment while enhancing its splendor. Designers are merging structural precision with natural materials, allowing buildings to disappear into mountainsides, float above water, or rise like extensions of the earth. The result is a breathtaking union between human craft and organic beauty. Modern luxury in 2025 thrives on experimentation. Architects challenge traditional geometry, introducing fluid forms, kinetic facades, and sustainable technologies that redefine aesthetics. These visionary structures capture the spirit of innovation, proving that the future of design lies in daring ideas executed with grace and intelligence. Luxury is no longer about opulence, it's about refinement. Clean lines, open volumes, and natural light create spaces that feel liberating and deeply human. The understated sophistication of minimalism allows architecture to highlight its surroundings, giving residents a sense of serenity amid bold architectural expression. In 2025, buildings are no longer static boxes but living sculptures that reshape skylines. Architects are crafting forms inspired by motion, art, and emotion, curving towers that mimic waves, pavilions that resemble petals, and homes that blend into dunes. Each design tells a story of creativity unleashed. Technology enhances modern luxury in ways once unimaginable. Intelligent lighting, adaptive climate control, and self-sustaining systems make homes more intuitive and energy efficient. The architecture of 2025 blends art and science, offering experiences where technology fades seamlessly into elegance, serving both comfort and consciousness. From raw stone and aged timber to reflective glass and recycled metal, materials have become the language of modern luxury. Architects now curate textures that evoke emotion, warmth, strength, calm, or awe, crafting sensory experiences that transform simple spaces into living works of art. Light is the soul of architecture. In modern luxury design, it's carefully sculpted, filtering through lattice facades, reflecting off water features, and illuminating interiors with soft precision. The interplay of light and shadow reveals the building's character, transforming it throughout the day like a living canvas. The most breathtaking structures of 2025 are shaped by their environments. Cliffside retreats, desert villas, and forest sanctuaries blend design with geography. The result is architecture that not only adapts to its surroundings but enhances their raw, untamed beauty, a celebration of coexistence between creation and nature. Boldness isn't just visual, it's conceptual. It's the courage to design differently, to question traditions, and to invent spaces that redefine how people live. Modern luxury architecture embodies this spirit, using fearless design to create environments that move the human spirit and reshape our relationship with space. In 2025, true luxury means responsibility. Architects prioritize eco-conscious design, using renewable energy, green roofs, and water recycling systems to reduce footprints. The harmony between luxury and sustainability demonstrates that elegance can be both beautiful and ethical, ensuring that innovation respects the planet. Architecture inspired by nature flows effortlessly into its environment. Curved roofs mimic hills, wooden textures echo forests, and glass facades mirror lakes. These organic forms blur the boundaries between interior and exterior, inviting nature to participate in the design narrative rather than exist beyond it. The beauty of modern luxury lies in restraint. Architects are mastering the balance between minimalism and grandeur, spaces that are both expansive and intimate, bold yet tranquil. This refined equilibrium creates an atmosphere of timeless sophistication where every detail feels intentional and deeply human. Around the world, homes in 2025 stand as icons of bold luxury. Structures carved into cliffs, suspended over oceans, or hidden within lush forests. These residences don't just provide shelter, they embody a philosophy of living where art, nature, and architecture converge into pure experience. The open concept philosophy has matured into something more fluid and experiential. Walls dissolve into glass, spaces overlap seamlessly, and interiors extend into outdoor living zones. It's about freedom to see, to move, to connect, transforming how residents interact with both architecture and landscape. "2025 sees geometry liberated from tradition. Triangular skylights, asymmetrical frames, and interlocking volumes redefine structural rhythm. This bold reimagination creates visual tension and balance, where architecture becomes both an engineering feat and a poetic statement of human creativity." Modern luxury celebrates openness. Sunken courtyards, floating decks, and transparent walls invite nature inside. The goal is seamless continuity, where architecture and environment share equal prominence. It's an invitation to live with the landscape, not apart from it. Bold architecture in 2025 isn't just about aesthetics, it's about feeling. Spaces are designed to evoke emotion, the calm of a minimalist retreat, the awe of a towering atrium, the intimacy of warm lighting. Emotional architecture transforms houses into sanctuaries that connect deeply with the soul. Every window becomes a masterpiece in 2025's luxury homes. Architects use framing as an art form, capturing sunsets, mountain peaks, or city lights as living paintings. These compositions transform ordinary moments into breathtaking scenes, merging daily life with cinematic beauty. From Japanese wabi-sabi to Scandinavian minimalism, cultural influences shape 2025's architectural language. Designers reinterpret traditions through modern lenses, merging global sensibilities into spaces that feel both familiar and futuristic. The result is a universal expression of beauty that transcends borders. Engineering breakthroughs have made the impossible achievable. Floating homes, cliff-hanging villas, and suspended decks push the boundaries of design. These audacious structures symbolize freedom and innovation, embodying the spirit of modern luxury that dares to redefine gravity itself. Water has become a key component in modern luxury design. Reflecting pools, cascading walls, and waterfront extensions create tranquility and movement. The fluid presence of water enhances the sensory experience, making architecture feel alive and ever-changing. Architects in 2025 understand the emotional power of spatial design. High ceilings evoke openness, curved lines promote calm, and natural materials bring grounding comfort. Every element serves a psychological purpose, creating environments that nurture well-being and inspire creativity. Even within dense urban environments, modern luxury thrives. Vertical gardens, rooftop sanctuaries, and glass facades redefine city living, offering peace within motion. These bold structures reshape skylines, bringing nature, elegance, and serenity to the heart of modern cities. The greatest challenge of 2025's architecture is endurance, creating designs that transcend trends. Through proportion, material honesty, and spatial clarity, timeless architecture achieves lasting beauty. It's luxury that evolves gracefully, adapting to changing lives while maintaining its essence. architecture doesn't end with buildings, it extends into the earth. Landscape architects collaborate to craft gardens, paths, and terrains that complement each structure. Together, they form immersive environments that celebrate both human design and natural wonder. Amidst bold forms and grand gestures, silence becomes powerful. Spaces that breathe, corners that invite reflection, and materials that absorb sound all create moments of calm luxury. In 2025, silence is not emptiness, it's presence, the purest form of sophistication. From desert villas in Dubai to clifftop retreats in Chile, 2025 has produced architectural icons that redefine human ambition. Each project tells a story of innovation and artistry, inspiring future generations to dream boldly and build beautifully. Beyond aesthetics, bold architecture transforms lives. It shapes how we think, feel, and connect to the world. Each line, texture, and beam of light influences emotion, reminding us that architecture is not just a structure, but a reflection of who we are. Modern luxury in 2025 stands as a testament to human creativity. Through bold architecture, we are not only shaping breathtaking landscapes, we are redefining the essence of living itself. The future belongs to those who dare to imagine beyond boundaries and design a world as inspiring as the dreams that built it.